Alright guys, welcome back. Yeah, I wanted first of all to talk about the Ryzen processor, and these are the ones that I've been looking at. The 1500, well, not really the 1600, just the 1500, the 1600X, the 1700 and 1700X. I am more in favor of getting one of these two. It's $110 difference in the price just for 2 more cores. The only sacrifice that I would be making there, not getting the 1700, is the 2 cores. The TDP threshold on both processors are, once you start overclocking the 1700, the thresholds are would be pretty much the same, but for the most part I'm leaning towards the 1600, but I really want to get this 1700 CPU. I am not an advocate for overclocking, so amongst the other specs that are here, I mean, core for core, they're pretty much identical. It's the same die that they're on, minus 2 cores. I understand that, so I don't need anybody commenting below stating that. My thing is do I really need the additional 2 cores? Now, where the advantages for having the other 2 cores will come in will be for the video editing for YouTube. Second reason where the additional 2 cores would be an advantage, so that in the future, if I decide to do some kind of stream or a live stream, or I'm live streaming a game that I'm playing or something, I've been hearing from a lot of YouTubers watching these videos that the Ryzen processor handles that better than the Intel chips, even though the Intel chips have a better performance as far as the single core performance. When it comes to the multi-core performance and the multiple threads that are on these CPUs, these actually run streams a lot smoother than the Intel counterpart. So that's one of the reasons why I am really debating getting one of these. I am not somebody who's an advocate for one brand over the other. Performance is my motivator, not a name. So if I was to purchase a AMD graphics card that costs less than the 1070 I have right now but performs better than it, by all means I would be getting the AMD GPU, but that's not the point of this story. We're talking about CPUs. But anyway, beyond that, I'm really thinking about making some changes to my channel, whether I should be doing some tutorials, whether I should do, because the videos that I have uploaded, the ones that are getting the most views, are my NVIDIA install videos and the AMD install videos. They're just driver installation videos. I can't believe that those are so popular. For crying out loud, one of them almost has like 60,000 views, which is crazy. But beyond all that, I mean, my channel is satisfactory to me. I have a little bit over 200 subscribers. I don't have a big following, understandably why, but if I hit 1,000 subscribers, that would be awesome. But other than that, guys, I mean, on OMG Ubuntu, there's a lot of articles here about Ubuntu making that change from using the Unity interface to go into Ubuntu GNOME. I kind of saw this in the background. Excuse me. Saw this kind of creeping up in the background about the decisions that were being made in, you know, behind closed doors with Canonicals, reading some articles and stuff, and you know, and reading from certain blogs. It was just a mix of the combination of the different things that I was reading and what I was seeing, that this was possible. And I thought it was a joke because it happened so close to April Fool's Day. But it's true, man. They're giving up on Unity. But what that might do is cause conflict with companies like System 76 and other major companies that are selling Ubuntu-based desktops, that they have to make that big change with the interface. And the one that Ubuntu decided to go with is GNOME, or GNOME. They decided to go back to using the GNOME user interface because it's what they built their success on. In the beginning, Ubuntu used GNOME, and I don't think anybody would shy away from using it, but that's pretty much it, man. This is the motherboard here I was thinking about getting, by the way. Sorry about the text messages in the background, but this is the motherboard I was thinking about getting. Every time I decide to take the plunge, I see the notification up here that say out of stock. I don't know if that's a divine intervention or just me not being swift enough with my decision. But the specs that are here, as far as me making the plunge on that motherboard, I would like to get the one that was reviewed by Wendell, but I think I'm more in favor of ASUS because of their track record as far as them being reliable. Their reliability has been pretty good as far as motherboards go. I've had a Gigabyte board before that I had to change twice. I've had I actually did have an ASUS board that went bad on me. It was the one that I put together, the first build that I uploaded the YouTube vid, where I built a desktop for the kids with the AMD A10 CPU. The motherboard failed, and I was having problems with ASUS doing the RMA on the board, and they were trying to say it was my fault that the board died. And I was like, you know, I came home one day from work. I don't do any overclocking or anything like that on the computer. Came home one day and the kid said that the computer wasn't working. It wasn't turned on. And after testing the memory and the CPU itself in another motherboard, it worked fine. The CPU worked fine, the RAM worked fine. The graphics card that was in there, that was connected to the motherboard, that wasn't, because the A10 is an APU. I put an additional GPU in there just to see if it'll outperform that GPU that was on the APU block, but it wasn't worth the effort, so I didn't bother. Anyway, yeah, the motherboard of choice will be this one right here, and the RAM that I am gonna get is why not get the RAM that is certified to run with the AMD CPU? So I'm gonna get the FlareX RAM from G-Skill. This is a 16GB kit, so, and it looked like the dang price went up on it. Well, yeah, that's what I'm going with. But the big debate is still the motherboard, so we'll see how that goes. That will be the big debate right there. But other than that, guys, that'll be it. You know, until next time. Oh, actually, on the next vid, what I'm gonna do is just a couple of games. I have, what's it called? Euro Truck Simulator. I was just testing it out the other day, and it actually runs in 4K. So I have a 4K television here. I'm gonna shut some features down on the TV, disable a lot of the processing in the background to get it to work as much as possible as just a monitor, rather than just you know, a smart TV. So that way, when I connect the PC to it, it'll just be getting the raw performance of the PC and the graphics card that I have on board, rather than having the background software on the TV try to disillude you with whatever I have put forth on YouTube. So that'll be that. I just have to tweak a few things and get that going. But other than that, guys, that'll be it. I mean, we'll see what's popping. So check me out next time, guys. Later. Peace out.